This is the BridgeCom Systems Maverick. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. And here it is, the BridgeCom Maverick. And it may look familiar, and that's because it is the upgraded version of their radios. Everything inside will of course include the charging accessories, the manual, a Bluetooth push-to-talk button, as well as the antenna, programming cable, batteries, etc. Of course, they have their contact information on the side, as well as the frequency range and modes of operation that this radio does. The Maverick operating manual actually covers basically how to operate the entire radio, from attaching your antenna to physically typing out the frequency and using repeater offsets. And there it is, excitedly, with their logo on the top. Went ahead and pulled out the battery, and they sent two antennas. One I assume works better for 70 centimeter and one works better for 2 meter. And with all of the basics attached to it, like battery and antenna, it's ready to turn on. Here it is, officially booting up with the BridgeCom Maverick logo popping up. And here it is. We have the screen right here. Of course, it's already set to an amateur radio frequency, but do not be alarmed. This radio is more than just an amateur radio. And you may be sitting here wondering, what is so special about this radio? Well, let me show you, because it's inside all the options. See, if you just click the menu, of course we have the standard book, zone, scan options. It's once you start to go down that it starts to be obvious what's so special. Of course, it has the recording option, so you can record analog or digital radio traffic. It has the standard NOAA channels built in, as along with the monitor. Has a GPS so that you can track where you are if you feel like it, which, going into the GPS, by the way, allows you to use either GPS, BDS, both of them, or GLONASS, or if you prefer, literally all of it put together. And this is one of the newer, cooler options, which is the satellite mode. So if you pull up satellite mode and you have your GPS in, you can physically figure out what satellites are by you, so you can use satellites basically as your own repeater. You may find other people talking on them, you may find people sending pictures over them, or texting, etc. Of course, there's the Bluetooth capabilities, as well as the digital monitor, which allows you to listen to anything. It makes it infinitely easier whenever you're scanning to listen into digital modes, such as fire departments, police departments, or even hospitals and other businesses. And of course, there is APRS, which we've talked about on this channel a few times. See, of course, we can upload APRS in analog or digital, usually being analog, and it has the ability to upload everything that you feel necessary, such as a short text, your GPS location, weather information, etc. All that to say, and we haven't even been through the rest of the settings. Of course, there's 1,000,001 other settings, with every single setting that you click into having its own settings to go through, such as this first one, which has 17 of them, the second one having 15, etc. And whenever it comes to customization, this is second to none. Of course, I can sit here and change the colors of all of the frequencies, the channel names, the zones, etc. Then, of course, there's something that they didn't even have to boast about, which is the fact that this now has Airband. Very rarely do digital radios contain Airband, but here it is. And that's great for me because I live pretty close to an airport where I can sit and listen to the traffic coming in and out. This video is running super long, so we're going to have to wrap up this video, but stay with me. We're going to sit here and program the BridgeCom Maverick. We're going to go through it, talk about what uses it has, and how I'm going to use it, especially during this crazy snowstorm.